following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. I did achieve the rank of lieutenant colonel in the Air Force. A lot of people say I treat them like dogs, but they do seem to get better. Now, if you have a personal health challenge you want to ask about, if you have a health challenge of a friend, a loved one, a workmate, or if you want to talk about medical politics or the home-based business opportunity, give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, everybody thought that Columbine, of course, the shootings at the school and everything were the first sort of thing, mass murders with guns and all that kind of stuff. No. This goes back a couple of thousand years ago. Of course, people would use fire. They would use ropes and hatchets and things because they didn't have cameras and they didn't have fingerprints and things like that. It might take them 5 or 10 or 20 years to catch these people, okay? And they might kill 10 every night, okay? And there's a problem here. There's a problem. There's a common problem. Now, there was a big study done in 27 counties in Texas. Half the counties had high rates of felonious things like murders with guns and suicides and domestic violence and all this kind of stuff. And they were found to be lacking in a particular mineral by hair analysis. The other half of the counties of the 27 counties they looked at in Texas had none of those issues, and they had very high levels of these nutrients. All right. Well, just yesterday, a 19-year-old by the name of Santiago Logan shot up the Gilroy Garlic Festival, which is, 41 years old, and they had 80, it was the last day, had up to 80,000 people there, and he shot it up and killed people. I think he killed 3 and severely wounded 15 of whom were critically wounded. And they said it seemed to be no rhyme or reason who he was shooting at. Well, all 3 of the people who died were kids, okay? A 6-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 20-year-old. So I think he was selecting young people who he was shooting at, all right? And I want to take one of my favorites, of course, in the book, Rare Earths and Cures, to cover all this in detail. How to get a hair analysis in Chapter 11. It's the only way you can tell if this nutrient is missing, okay, is with a hair analysis. Rare Earths for Forbidden Cures in the book. You want to read chapters specifically 4, 5, and 6 in Legion and all this sort of stuff. At any rate, one of my favorites, of course, was a medical doctor who was a mass murderer, and he killed somewhere between 133 and 200 people and ate them, okay? And there's some variance in statistics and everything. His pseudonym was Holmes, and he, as it is said, was the stimulating factor for the writing of Sherlock Holmes, okay? And the reason why they are undetermined, they're going by records of 200 deaths, murders, and his weapon of choice was chloroform. They'd come in to see him, and we got to do a little, thing here, and he'd give him chloroform, and he'd kill them and eat them. And because he ate them, he ate the evidence. And so they're going by clinical records, 200 killed and eaten. Of course, chloroform was the weapon of choice. People say, well, if this is a nutritional deficiency, Wallach, how come all men do all this stuff? Well, no, men don't do all this stuff. There was a grandmother just last year, 48 years old, stabbed her 20-month-old granddaughter, multiple times. Didn't quite kill her, so she put her in the oven and cooked her to death. Okay. And women tend to lock their 4 or 5 babies up in their car, lock the baby locks in the car doors, and drive off the pier and drive in the lake or the river or the ocean and drown everybody. Or they might give them a tranquilizer, get them all to sleep, cover them with kerosene, and then burn them to death. Women do it differently. They're not trained in heavy weapons, so the AK-47 is not their weapon of choice. But it's the same deficiency causing the same stuff. Domestic violence, women can be abusive to kids as much as men, okay, if they're deficient. Right now there's over 1 million kids in America under the age of 6 on anti-psychotropic drugs. 1 million under the age of 6 on these anti-psychotropic drugs. These are kids with this deficiency. Get a hair analysis if you have kids in this problem. These kids will kill their schoolmates. They don't go out and buy the gun the day before they do all the shooting, okay? They buy the gun 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 years earlier, and when their deficiency gets so bad, they say, I can't wait to defend myself in case they are coming after me. I'm going to go get them now. They go shoot up Vegas, or they shoot up a church, or they shoot up a school, and it's all because of a deficiency, okay? So contact your Youngevity associate, get a hold of the book Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, get a hold of the DVD, the CD, and the Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Get a hold of our documentary, contact your Youngevity associate, and ask for access to the documentary. It's an hour long. Then Immortality, the book, and Immortality Forever Young, the CD. And then, of course, the book Rare Earths and Cures. Read chapters 4, 5, and 6 specifically to get into this deficiency, all the terrible things people do when they have it. And then chapter 11, how to collect the hair, where to ship it to, and how to see if you're even absorbing anything. Just finding out if you're absorbing anything is worth the hair analysis, but you're also going to find if you're deficient in this. And if you're an athlete, you want to find out because you don't want to die of sudden death with this hypertrophic cardiomyopathy heart attack. The only way you can tell that deficiency is with a hair analysis. You cannot tell with a regular blood test or a physical examination, okay? And so we have some stuff to do. Well, the good news is this Dr. Henry Mudgett from Chicago, he was from New England. He went to school in Chicago, and he was caught after the 200 murder and consuming of the victim, right, eating him. He was executed by hanging in the state of Illinois. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us toll-free, 888-379-2552.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Youngevity has been helping people promote optimal health, among others, for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Youngevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Youngevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many ancient legacy oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. Keep Ancient Legacy's tea tree oil in your medicine chest for first aid. Tea tree oil is great for soothing the itching and stinging associated with insect bites, burns, scrapes, and other skin irritations. It's also effective as an antiseptic. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you're going to do the Youngevity business as a business, I urge you to contact your Youngevity associate and ask for that trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, Passport Aromatherapy, and learn how to deal with over 900 different diseases, 900 different diseases using vitamins and minerals and trace minerals and rare earths, amino acids, fatty acids, herbs, and aromatherapy oils. A trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, Passport Aromatherapy. Learn how to do your own physical. Okay, you can do the same physical that a medical doctor will give you. He'll charge your insurance company $2,000. Your premiums go up as a result. Your deductible goes up from $600 to $6,000. You can do the same physical your doctor does for $2,000 for $4.50. Get the test strips without prescription from the pharmacy for your blood, your urine, and a colonoscopic exam. You can do, blood pressure and pulse and weight and all kind of temperature and all that kind of stuff yourself. $4.50 for the same physical. Nothing gets on your permanent record, and guess what? It doesn't impact your insurance. Okay. Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
I thought we'd talk a little bit about a CBS News story headlined, "Research links widely used drugs to nearly 50% higher risk of dementia. Recent study found common drugs could increase the dementia risk by nearly 50%. This was all published in the Journal of American Medical Association Internal Medicine, and they discovered the increased odds of dementia in people 55 and older from taking anticholinergic medications. These anticholinergic were used in wide range of conditions, including depression, Parkinson's, bladder control, and insomnia. An estimated 1 in 4 adults take these drugs, while some of these are like antihistamines, like Benadryl, also a cholinergic, but or not associated with dementia in the study. According to CBS correspondent Dr. Tara Narula, says this is a very broad class of medications. A lot of Americans take these drugs, whether prescription or over-the-counter, ranging from things like antihistamines to anti-allergy medicines, sleeping aids, bladder control medication, Parkinson's drugs, COPD meds. She said, the list goes on and on. For the study, they did... it was a correlational study and not a cause and effect study. They looked at more than 200,000 individuals in Britain who took strong anticholinergic drug for 3 years and found that 49% increased risk of dementia. So a lot of these researchers have said that some of these drugs were like antidepressants, and sleep aids were given to people who had dementia, and also along with some of the other things like depression, sleep deprivation, and early signs of dementia. I said it's important for pharmacists and doctors and patients to all be informed about this, and keep in mind that elderly are particularly susceptible for a number of reasons, including more permeable blood-brain barrier, because they are often on multiple medications, meaning there could be a cumulative effect. Past studies have shown that when patients go off of these drugs, symptoms subside, but researchers are calling for a randomized control trial, considered to be the gold standard in research. So there you go. It's just another reason to stay off of those things.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Doug. Of course, those anticholinergic drugs, and many times they'll also be given along with the statin drugs to reduce cholesterol. Statin drugs can be given by themselves just to reduce cholesterol. And doctors always say, you want to use egg beaters instead of eggs. Don't eat eggs, all that cholesterol. You want to use margarine instead of butter. You don't want all that cholesterol. Don't eat red meat. You get all that cholesterol. And, of course, it turns out that cholesterol has nothing to do with causing heart disease, which is why they tell you to get off of cholesterol. And, of course, again, these anticholinergic drugs you're talking about, they give them for 100 different diseases. Everything from, quote, autoimmune diseases, which are not, also allergies and so forth, all the way up to Parkinson's disease. It might have vascular dementia because you got blood plaque in the arteries in your brain, all that kind of stuff. They give these drugs just for the symptoms. They miss it by 1,000 miles. And then they throw in the statin drugs, anti-cholesterol drugs like Lipitor, and they are the cause of Alzheimer's disease. Another, there's 8 different dementias, and most doctors will call them all Alzheimer's disease because the insurance pays the most for that. So I urge everybody, eat a minimum of 6 to 9 eggs a day, soft yolks, take your 90 essential nutrients, and stay away from doctors as much as possible. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call the priority line, 831-685-1080, toll free, 888-379-2552.
If weight loss is your goal, try YOUNGEVITY Slender FX Keto Caramel Weight Management Bars and Shake. Designed to enhance any low carbohydrate or low glycemic diet by supplying the energizing and filling protein dieters need without unhealthy excess carbs, a keto diet known for its low carb intake, pushing the body to produce ketones from fat. Used as energy, a state known as ketosis, by using fat, not carbohydrates, as fuel in this metabolic state. A keto diet supports and promotes healthy weight management for optimal health. With this system, you should be able to lose 1 to 2 pounds each day. So, what are you waiting for? Start helping people today with your own home-based business.
Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. YOUNGEVITY's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local YOUNGEVITY associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and YOUNGEVITY products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try YOUNGEVITY's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for YOUNGEVITY 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And I have to tell you, I get questions all the time about skin. You know, skin covers our bodies. And when people look like a drunken Irishman, they got these bright, rosy cheeks and a big pink nose or red nose, because it's called rosacea, okay? And then there's dermatitis, eczema, the real heavy, thick skin with bright red, crusty skin, psoriasis, okay, that kind of stuff. These are all caused by a deficiency of a single nutrient. These are all caused by a deficiency of a single nutrient caused by injury, secondary to the injury of your small intestine. You cannot absorb this nutrient because it's a big, clumsy nutrient, okay? very difficult to absorb. You can absorb calories, but you can't absorb, which are small, you can't absorb this nutrient. And so what you want to do to deal with this, of course, is get a hold of that book, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, okay? And get a hold of the book, Rare Earth Forbidden Cures, Forbidden Cures, and learn how to get rid of gluten. Gluten is your worst enemy. No wheat, no barley, rye, and oats. People say, well, my food store says that I can get gluten-free oats. Well, there is no such thing as gluten-free oats. So flee from them. Never go back to them if they tell you they have gluten-free oats, because a rose by any other name is still a rose, and gluten by any other name is still gluten. So they call gluten in oats gliadin. So they gave it a different name, so you say, oh, it's not gluten. Okay, but it is gluten. Get rid of the gluten. Take your 90 essential nutrients. It could be the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, which has all the stuff in it to make the connective tissue and skin and tendons and ligaments and so forth. Okay? And then you throw in the MSM, glucogel, vitamin D3, and if it itches, throw in the Hemp FX or CBD oil in a little pump bottle so you can put that on for itching, anti-itching. And it all goes away in weeks. Weeks. The same thing happens in your dogs. Don't forget the dogs. They lick and they scratch until you get these big open sores. You take them to the veterinarian, they give them a cortisone shot, and 2 weeks later it's healed. But every month it comes back. Well, that's because you're giving them dry dog food with oats or other grains in there, okay, that have the gluten in there, and they're deficient that nutrient, and they're all itching like crazy. So deal with it, because they're going to cross-contaminate you, and you'll get tired of paying that $50 a month to the veterinarian when you can get rid of it just by changing dog foods and giving the dog Arthrodex and the EFAs. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to New York. And David, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, David, you're on the air.
Hey, I'm calling about my friend Sylvia. She's 50 years old, 5'5", 145 pounds. She's on dialysis 3 times a week for several years now. She's had a graft installed, diagnosed with atrial fibrillation, had a cardiac ablation. They installed the pacemaker, and had to put 2 stents in there. So what supplements does she take, what diet, and she might need help paying for the supplements, so maybe what would you say to people to try the naturopathic approach instead of just relying on standard?
Sure. Well, okay. How much does she weigh again?
She is 5'5", 145.
145, okay. All right. Let's see here. Charmaine?
I'm here.
When somebody has atrial fibrillation, do they have a heart problem?
Absolutely not. It's a back problem.
Yeah, it's a back problem. Okay. And when people have a kidney problem, is it really a kidney problem?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Well, hang on here, David. We're going to give you a diet and a series of things to give to your friend, and a miracle is going to happen. She's going to be a great testimony, because these things are all dealable with, and we'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us toll-free, 888-379-2552 on the priority line, 831-685-1080. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and YOUNGEVITY products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try YOUNGEVITY's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your YOUNGEVITY associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you need to lose that 10, 25, 50, 75, 100 pounds or more, contact your Youngevity associate and ask for the book and the CD set, Hell's Kitchen. The subtitle is The Cause, Prevention, and Cure of Obesity. It also discusses type 2 diabetes and the metabolic syndrome. You also want to get a hold of that book, Energy Crisis, and learn about the keto diet. We have the keto caramel shake or the keto caramel meal bar. 2 or 3 meals a day should be a keto meal. And then, of course, you want one healthy weight loss pack for 100 pounds of body weight. And you will lose a half a pound, 2 pounds a day. And the magic is you'll never gain the weight back as long as you stay on the 90 essential nutrients, 60, then 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 minerals, and 3 fatty acids, because being overweight and obese has nothing to do with eating too much or lack of exercise. It was a false theory for 125 years. And what happened? Because we followed that theory perfectly, right, trying to reduce our food intake and exercising more, we became the number one obese nation in the world. We're the number one obese nation in the world following that theory. Okay. Let's see here. Doug, let's go right back to New York. And our friend David here. Let me ask you 2 more quick questions here, then we're going to throw that to Shar. Does your friend have any high blood pressure or diabetes?
I think he had high blood pressure.
Yeah, that would go along with the dialysis.
Pressure.
Yeah. Okay, Charmaine, what would you do for this gal? She's 145 pounds. She's on dialysis. She has high blood pressure. She has AFib. What diet would you put her on, and what supplement program would you put her on to give her body what it needs to heal itself?
Well, first, no wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no oils of any kind, no fried foods of any kind, and no animal fat. And then she's kind of on the cusp of whether she needs 1 or 2, but she needs at least...
I'd go for 2.
Brain and heart pack for general everything. And for her issues, I'd get her on a Ultimate Daily Classic, Glucogel, MSM, ProJoint, and vitamin D3 for absorption. Should take care of all her problems.
Yeah, you got an A+. And of course, when you have kidney failure and on dialysis, what's really wrong? There's 99% of the time there's nothing wrong with the kidney.
That's right.
What's really wrong? What's wrong usually?
Because she probably ate too many oils and fried foods, and all her arteries going and taking the dirty blood to the kidneys are plugged up, so the kidney's not getting any dirty blood to clean.
Right. That's why the blood test shows that the blood's still dirty and the kidney's not filtering. Well, so the kidney's not filtering, not because there's anything wrong with the kidney, but because, as you say, the arteries are plugged and the dirty blood can't get into the kidneys. And AFib, if a rapid heart rate, the heart does flip-flops, and this doctor is very typically, like they did in this gal, they gave her, defibrillators and pacemakers and all that kind of stuff. There's 2 surgeries. And then they give her drugs for heart issues. But what's happening here?
It's a back problem.
Yeah, she got degenerative disc disease. If you ask your friend here, she may have shrunk an inch or so. What happens is those vertebrae, her first 4 vertebrae in her back, T1, 2, 3, and 4, getting closer together, smashing the roots of the spinal nerves that control the rate and rhythm of the heart. Sometimes, additionally to that, the 10th cranial nerve, the vagus nerve, is being squeezed. You can also contribute to AFib. Does your friend ever complain about hiccups?
Not that I know of.
Okay, ask her that. But at any rate, give us a call every couple of weeks. We'll walk you through this. She's going to be a great testimony if she follows this to the letter. Okay? She wants those Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, 3 of those twice a day. That'll support healthy blood pressure and healthy blood flow through the blocked arteries. 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month, a full dose of everything twice a day. And she needs the MSM, 3 of those twice a day, 1 bottle a month. Char's favorite, the Pro Joint FX, 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. Vitamin D3, 3 twice a day, 2 bottles a month. And don't forget the glucogel to support rebuilding the disc. And call us every 2 weeks. We need to know her blood pressure, pulse, and all that kind of stuff. Wait, we'll be back after these messages.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity and 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And again, if you're going to do the Youngevity business as a business, I urge you to contact your Youngevity associate and ask for that trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, Passport Aromatherapy, and learn how to deal with over 900 different diseases. 900 different diseases using vitamins and minerals and trace minerals and rare earths, amino acids, fatty acids, herbs, and aromatherapy oils. Okay, and you want to get a hold of that book, Wall Street for Kids, Wallach Street for Kids is actually called, Wallach Street for Kids, Wall Street for Kids, and learn how to be profitable, learn how to get the tax breaks that billionaires get, learn how to get your Youngevity business to give you the same benefits that big corporations give their employees, paid vacations, use of a company car, paying for your monthly premium for your health insurance, your life insurance, all that kind of stuff, and also pay for your supplements. In the business plan, it'll say your Youngevity business can pay for your supplements, and so your Youngevity business gets the tax breaks, and you get your supplements for free. I mean, how good is that? Okay, Doug, let's go to caller.
Said to Florida, and Nora, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Nora, you're on the air.
Good afternoon, Dr. Wallach. Thank you for taking my call. And
Yes,
I don't know if I have time to give you a testimony about the pet combo and my 13-year-old Yorkie that I'm calling today about.
Okay.
But back in 2014 was when I first started him. But before that, his mobility, he was going silver, which they say that's a trait for Yorkies, that they go silver when they get older. And he had a lump on his hindquarters that was the size of a quarter and getting bigger. But once I started in Youngevity in 2014, I then found out you had the Arthrodex and the Perpetual, and started him on that. His hair went darker black than it had been before, even when he was younger, and the amber hair went deep amber and no more silver, and the lump went away. His mobility got really great and energy like a puppy. But so thank you for that, because it's been amazing.
Okay, well, thank you for the testimony.
Yes, it's been really awesome.
Yeah, these doggies are part of the family, so we got to take care of them as well as we take care of ourselves. Very good. Thank you.
Yes.
How can we help you today?
Well, now we're having an issue because he had 2 near drownings, and that's when we realized that he was losing his eyesight. And he had his discs were really white, like a piece of paper. So I started him on the Ultimate Daily Classic and Selenium. And I was giving him EFAs, but somebody said that it was too much for a dog his size, so I don't know how much to give him. And then also recently he started pacing around in circles and getting lost, going into corners and not knowing that he can back out of it. And also, like when he shakes himself, he ends up landing on all fours, like flat out.
Sure. Okay, now stop. How old is the dog now?
He turned 13 in May, and we took him to the vet for the first time in a long time to check him. So we got blood tests and urinalysis.
And so what did the vet say?
Well, he said the shaking and the falling could be arthritis, and he said he diagnosed him with senility, and he wanted to put him on 2 medications. Oh, he also wasn't sleeping because he was pacing all night long in circles.
Okay, so how much does he weigh? Okay, we only have a few more moments. How much does he weigh here, Nora?
Okay, he's only weighing 5 pounds because he lost weight because I also found out he's not eating.
Okay, stop. Okay, Charmaine.
Yes.
You're a doggy girl, okay?
Yes.
And, Nora's puppy dog here, 5 pounds, responded pretty good the first time some years ago, okay? But he's got looks like dementia, maybe losing some vision and losing some weight and so forth, and maybe some arthritis according to the veterinarian. So what would you give this little guy? He's already getting some Arthrodex. What else would you throw in there?
Well, you could grind up an Occutive or Vision FX and put in their food, because 5 pounds they can't take. They're not big.
Yeah, well, they can take it. I mean, it's not like it's going to hurt them.
No.
So I would just go ahead and open up the Occutive is a capsule, and so I would open it up and just dump it in the food. And what would you do to give his brain what it needs to make sure it's functioning properly and doesn't have Alzheimer's disease?
Synaptive, I guess.
Yeah, Synaptive. I throw in Synaptive, 2 of those a day, grind them up, as you say. And then, of course, you have Charlie, a big cat, and you got a small doggy, Bear, and a medium-sized doggy, okay? And so how many of the EFAs do you give them?
Well, Coco weighs probably not quite 10 pounds now, and Bear weighs not quite 5 pounds, and I give them each 1 EFA in their food. I squeeze it with a needle and put it in their food. And I found out they don't like the EFA plus their dogs, not cats.
Yeah. Okay, so the EFAs, I'd go ahead and give your puppy dog here, Nora, give him 1 a day, just puncture the EFAs and squirt it on the food. And I would also lightly cook an egg. Just kind of soft boil it, mix that egg in there so he gets some cholesterol. Make sure the dog is not getting dry dog food or even canned dog food with grains in it, wheat, brown rye, or oats. And let's see if we can rebuild the dog's brain, the dog's vision, and wouldn't hurt to throw in some of the MSM also for that puppy dog, since it might have some arthritis there. Throw some MSM in there. And then give us a call every couple of weeks. We'll kind of walk you guys through this. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to California. And Letty, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Letty, you're on the air.
Yes.
Hi, how can we help you?
Yes. My sister, it's not for me, it's for my sister.
Mm-hmm.
She had a surgery for the spine, and the surgery apparently is not working because she's
Okay, well, why
in
did you...
pain.
Okay, stop. Why did she have the surgery? As you say, was it for pain, or could she not walk, or what was she?
No, she was walking, but barely, because I suppose the bones go down.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, but the surgery is not working.
Okay, how much does she weigh?
Now she's in 154, and
Okay,
the
and how
height
old is
is
she?
5'1",
Yeah, okay, and how old is she?
65.
65, okay. Yeah, she could have lots of problems. She could have arthritis. She could have osteoporosis of the skull. She could have degenerative disc disease. So what would you do for her, Charmaine? She's 65 years old, 5'1", and she weighs 154.
Well, just because we don't really know, what I would suggest is she takes one healthy brain and heart pack, and she takes one healthy bone and joint pack, and that way it covers everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so whatever's wrong with her, it'll get fixed. And then I would take, she needs to avoid all the bad stuff. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no oils of any kind, no fried foods, and no burnt animal fat. And then I would suggest she take some vitamin D3 for absorption, too. And that should cover anything that could be possibly wrong with her. And she might want to actually take some extra, in my case, I would say take some extra MSM and some
Pro-joint.
Pro-joint. If it's a joint problem, she would know that too.
Yeah.
And if she starts taking that, she should start feeling a lot better, and she'll know.
Yeah. Very quickly, within say 2 to 6 weeks. And of course, with the one healthy bone and joint pack, she's also going to get some CM cream, which she could apply or have somebody help her apply to her back or her hips or her knees or shoulder, wherever she has joint pain. And she, say once a day, she could throw in the Soothe from our Hemp FX. Apply that with some trauma oil, 4 or 5 drops of trauma oil with the CM cream and or with the Hemp FX or CBD oil Soothe, and get some pain relief. No need to suffer, right? And
right.
So, but Char's exactly right here, Letty. Okay, be sure you're covering your sister with all this stuff, and it's giving the body what it wants to heal itself. The body has the capacity, it has the desire to maintain and heal itself, but it requires these raw materials to do it. You cannot get it from the food anymore. And give us a call every couple of weeks. We'll walk you through this. As Char said, your sister is going to get some very measurable, good results. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach.
If your doctor is telling you that you can get all the nutrients you need to stay healthy, well, that's just wrong. Dr. Joel Wallach has identified 90 essential nutrients that the human body needs to thrive. Crops only need 3 nutrients to thrive, so where does your doctor think the other 87 nutrients come from? They don't. So if you're not supplementing, you're starving your body. YOUNGEVITY's Beyond Tangy Tangerine will get you a long way down the road to getting those 90 essential nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine contains plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine is a balanced and complete daily supplement. So if you want to give your body the nutrients it needs, order Beyond Tangy Tangerine today. Contact your local YOUNGEVITY associate to order this product, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily tablets and the mineral capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Youngevity distributor today. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to caller.
All right, let's head to Seattle, Washington. And Rochelle, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Rochelle. You're on the air. Hi.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. Hey, we see all this stuff on TV about children that have cancer. What is the cause of childhood cancer, and what can we do to help prevent it?
Okay, very good question. Okay, Charmaine, you know, you've seen the billboards around the Beltway around Chicago, and so what is it that causes childhood cancer, and how can we reduce the risk?
Well, the billboards say hot dogs cause butt cancer, but that's not the only cause. Basically, in my opinion, the biggest cause of cancer is a lack of nutrition, specifically selenium, because all the studies have been done, and you sued the FDA in federal court and proved that taking 200 micrograms of selenium methionine will prevent the incidence of breast cancer in women by 82%, prostate cancer in men by 7 or 9%, and it'll prevent the incidence of lung cancer in men or women by 39%.
And what about colorectal cancer?
Yeah, I can't remember that one. But
95%.
95%. So basically, children need nutrition just like adults do, and they don't really need it because it goes by body weight, so it doesn't cost that much to supplement a child. And anybody who doesn't is brain dead and not looking out for their children, really, in my opinion. It's child neglect, really, is what it is.
Yeah, it's a form of child neglect or child abuse. And, of course, the only way you can guarantee that your kids and grandkids and nieces and nephews are going to get all the stuff they need is to supplement them. You know, in 2004, the U.S. Center for Disease Control came out and said that our kids will be the first generation of Americans that do not live as long as their parents. And cancer is one of the biggest reasons. And, again, as you point out, Char, they got to get their 90 essential nutrients to support their immune system and make sure the cells and every tissues can replenish itself and heal itself and fend off bad guys, including cancer-causing stuff. And one of the biggest reasons, of course, is processed meats. We're talking about deli slices, sandwich meats, sausage, ham, bacon, bologna, salami, pastrami, pepperoni, jerky, corned beef, spam. And in 1971, I said that after 20,000 autopsies, okay, I said that one serving of a processed meat every day will increase the risk of cancer the same as smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. And if you smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day and have 1 meal a day with processed meats, you're going to get cancer as sure as there's gravity. And of course, it's not an age thing, it's not a gender thing, it's not a genetic thing. It's totally preventable. And how would you maximize absorption of the nutrients you're going to supplement the kids with, Char? How would you maximize the absorption?
Well, by not eating the bad stuff, you know.
Gluten alert,
yeah,
gluten alert, gluten alert.
Gluten.
Yeah.
Not
no
only
gluten.
that, but think about it. If you look at it logically, people who supplement they supplement for their children when they have them. So the kids that are getting cancer are people that are probably smoking and drinking and not taking care of themselves and don't even have a clue of what's going on.
Yeah, and malabsorption is a big thing, okay?
Yep.
Even if you're supplementing, you got to get rid of that gluten. And, get them on the 90 essential nutrients according to their body weight for 3 to 6 months before they're conceived, all through the pregnancy they're developed in. And from the time they're born until 10 years after they die, they need the 90 essential nutrients to give their body what it needs to defend itself. And, of course, they don't actually crave things that are addictive when they're supplemented properly. You can actually help people get off of addictive drugs, tobacco, alcohol, by giving them supplements. Talk therapy is useless, okay? And so it's one of those things where they really, really, really need these nutrients, and you have to give it to them for holidays, Christmas, birthdays, graduations. Anytime they deserve something special or recognition, get them on the 90 essential nutrients, get them on auto-ship, and have meetings in the family. Even if they live in other cities or other states, that's what conference calls are for. Have a meeting every week with your family. Make sure they know to supplement properly and avoid the bad stuff. Thank you, Char. And give us a call, Rochelle, and let us know what we can do to help. We're on it. Great question. Okay, well, thank you so much, everybody. Great questions today. Thank you so much, Char. Super job as usual. Thank you so much, Doug and Sam. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America. God bless our national anthem. God bless our national flag. And God bless America.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.